Peace and love. Welcome back to Rick Boyardi, World Builder, Transformation Academy. And today's topic is about change. And more specifically, who's going to step up to make it happen and how's it going to be done. And this is a big topic. It's a critical topic, not only for personal transformation, but also global transformation, because I don't think another time is going to come like this where we're looking back at everything that's led up to this, and it's led to complete and utter chaos. And there are no true global leaders to be seen right now. And as individuals who are really only allowed to connect through social media, so many have lost their minds through a combination of just downright fear and anxiety, but also inexperience, shallow characters, hair-trigger tempers, the belief that they know better, and that gives them the right to talk down to others in any fashion imaginable, yet at the same time expect the most perfect worded response in human history to pass their test of acceptability. That's what we're dealing with right now. And, I'm talking about right now, but I'm also going to talk about where we can go. This thing with social media is that there's a lot of good people out there with some really heartfelt posts, and everybody's coming at it a different way. They have different life experience, different beliefs, different callings, different strengths, different weaknesses. And what I'm seeing is that there's an unimaginable level of intolerance and pompousness on social media. And what that means is people will, first of all, if it's somebody that really, really knows you and they have a disagreement with what you've said or what they perceive you to say, often they'll just talk to you, or they'll cut you some slack, or they'll reach out privately or something. But there are those, and there are many of those, who feel that they know everything. They know every ounce of what's behind the wording that you chose to use with your heart and soul. They know better than you do. So they'll talk down to you. They may not like what you said, and instead of talking about that in a rational discourse, they'll just bring the hate, bring the ridicule, and then when you call them out on it, they'll say, "What? I didn't say anything to attack you. That must just be a sore spot on your behalf." It's very passive aggressive. There's a lot going on. The Black Lives Matter. I mean, that is the big elephant in the room right now. Okay? Now, I'm not talking if you're white or black or olive like I am, or red like Native Americans, any color that people associate with people. Doesn't matter. A lot of people are saying, don't focus on all lives matter. Don't focus on the big picture. Just because of George Floyd and what happened to him. Now, the thing about George Floyd is it shouldn't have happened. It was disgusting. I would personally kill that cop if I was there, hand to hand. And I'd probably be in jail right now, and you know, all of the force of the law on me. However, when people say all lives matter, give them credit. They're smart. They have incredible souls and hearts. They're not stupid. They don't need to be talked down to. They don't need to be told they're racist. What it is they have hearts the size of the planet and deep and experienced souls. And they realize that this is a global situation. It involves every single one of us. Doesn't matter what color you are. You know what? If we were all one color, this would still be happening. If we were in Eastern Europe, this would be happening white on white. If this was Africa and this happened, it would be happening there, black on black. Fuck the color argument, okay? I get that in the United States, black people have had it awful in many ways, and so did the Native Americans, who were fucking exterminated out of North, Central, and South America. So again, no insensitivity to anyone who is suffering of any color, but you go to any country and go through different times, and everybody has gotten their ass handed to them by somebody on the top, somebody at the higher up on the food chain, okay? It's the food chain that's the problem, not the color. It's the food chain that's the problem, not the religion, not the neighborhood you live in. Okay, what are we going to do? Okay? Are we going to, in the United States, put all our hopes and dreams and future in the hands of a Republican candidate or a Democratic candidate? Look what we have right now on both sides of the fence. Do we have any true leaders? Anybody that you can go more than 5 centimeters of a deep look into their world and not find something that will shock you to the core and make you wonder how you can live with the candidate. Now, every candidate could have been Hillary, but it was Trump. It may be Trump, it could be Biden, and all the people before that. Just law of averages, some of the things they do are going to be good for somebody, you know? Usually it's whoever lobbied the hardest. Chances are a lot of things are going to be bad, usually for the people who didn't lobby the hardest. That's the game. That is the way it's played. Everybody wants to talk about equality and all of these good things for the heart and soul. But who's going to make it happen? The whoever wins the election, whoever sits in Congress. Take a look at those 545 congressmen and look at their track records with the law, with the things they do morally. Look at their tax returns. I think you would suffer chest pain. These people are not good. They're managed and owned by people who are not good. Okay? It goes like this. A small amount of families run the world. A small amount of families own the central banks. The central banks fund the corporations. They own the politicians. Everything at the top that's done that affects the 99% of us is all chosen by the few. And the people that might see this, my enemies won't see this because I'm recording it, so they won't have the guts to watch it. But you know who you are if you're out there And the personal insults you threw my way this week are not going to save your ass face to face. You want equality? Great. You don't get equality by tearing up good people. Nonetheless, my point was going to be is that these so-called conspiracy theorists, some people like to ridicule them, and I would say to them, hold your breath for a while and read some of the documents I'll supply you with. Read some of the publications that will make it difficult for you to even breathe when you're reading them, because they're happening now, and what's in them is going to destroy your children, your significant others. It's no joke. That stuff is real. So what do? What did I just say? What do we do? We get off our asses. We take control. Okay? We take control. We make our own candidates. We make our own platforms. We make, I guess, what they would call grassroots movements, where we decide how tax money is spent. We decide who creates the programs that we're going to vote on for approval in our country. We're going to decide how much tax, how big the operating pie is, and how it's divided up by vote, by public vote. We're going to hire managers who are experts in their fields, and they're going to come up with options that we vote on. And that's what we go by. And if your vote doesn't happen, you don't attack all the other people who voted and call them idiots, or they don't know better, or they're stupid, or they're morons. There's going to be a price to pay for douchebaggery on social media and everywhere else. And I don't mean that like a fascist state. I just mean we got to grow the fuck up as a human species, because look what we've got around us right now. This is the end result of everything that we are. And we are includes that 1%. They're there because we allow it. They were there because we didn't really know it. But enough people know now that you can't ridicule millions of people as conspiracy theorists when they can prove the exact same thing. Okay? Get off it. It's real. Education, the arts, health and medical, food and nutrition, military, schooling, sexual education, spiritual opportunity, home and where you live, infrastructure, roads, energy management, all of it through science and through people creating programs that we all vote on. We have the technology to make this program happen. It's up to you and me to make it happen. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the talking down to people. Unite. Make things happen. Write them. Put them on. Put all your ideas together and put them in a video like this. Put them on Facebook or whatever medium you use, and ask people for response. When people tell you it can't be done, a shitload can be done. What's here now wasn't here 100 years ago. I'm going to let you go before I run out of time. Peace and love. We'll talk again. Thank you.